For 2 years, an entire nation held its breath for this exact moment. Neymar, back in the famous yellow number 10, one more World Cup, one last shot at the trophy that has haunted him his whole career. And now the World Cup is here. It's being played right now, and Brazil's all-time greatest goalscorer has not kicked a single ball. Not one. He's been at the tournament for over a week, and the closest he's gotten to the pitch is a seat on the bench. So what on earth happened to the comeback everyone was promised? Let's start with the cruelty of it, because the timing is almost too perfect to be real. On May the 17th, playing for his club Santos, Neymar pulled up with a calf injury. A grade 2 muscle tear, the kind that keeps you out for weeks. And here's the part that stings. That was the very same day Brazil's manager Carlo Ancelotti announced his final World Cup squad with Neymar's name proudly on it. So in the space of a single afternoon, Neymar got the call he'd been chasing for 2 years and lost the fitness to answer it. The dream and the setback arrived together. But that was only the beginning of a much quieter humiliation. When Brazil walked out for their opening match against Morocco, Neymar was there, sort of. He was on the bench, but he wasn't even dressed in the team kit. Just sitting there in plain clothes, watching, a spectator at his own comeback. For a player of his stature, that image said everything words couldn't. This wasn't a man one good night's sleep away from playing. This was a man still a long way from the pitch, and everyone in that stadium could see it. And as it turned out, Brazil had bigger things to worry about than whether their number 10 was in his tracksuit. Then came the second match, against Haiti, and the message got even louder. Because this time, Neymar didn't make the bench. He didn't even make the trip. While his teammates flew to Philadelphia, Neymar was left behind in New Jersey, told to stay at the hotel and keep working on his recovery. Think about what that means for a second. The most famous footballer his country has produced in a generation, not deemed worth bringing along to watch. The federation framed it politely, all about optimizing his rehab, but the truth underneath was simpler and harder. He wasn't close, and the team had a game to win without him. And win it they did. That's the detail that really twists the knife. Brazil beat Haiti 3-0 comfortably with Vinícius Júnior and a young, hungry attack tearing through them. After a nervy 1-1 draw against Morocco that Vini himself had rescued, this was the response Brazil needed, and they produced it without their so-called spiritual leader anywhere near the building. For years, the story was that Brazil needed Neymar, that he was the heartbeat of the team. 2 games into this World Cup, that story is being quietly rewritten in real time. The kids don't look like they're waiting for him. They look like they've already taken his stage. To understand why this hits so hard, you have to zoom out. Because this calf injury isn't a one-off piece of bad luck. It's the latest chapter in a nightmare that's lasted nearly 2 years. Neymar last pulled on a Brazil shirt in October 2023 when he tore the ACL and meniscus in his knee during a qualifier against Uruguay. Since then, by some counts, he spent around 700 days on the sidelines, lost to injuries, recoveries, and rest. 700 days, an entire era of football has happened without him, and every time he's edged close to a return, his body has pulled him back. This World Cup was meant to be the moment that ended the curse. Instead, it's starting to look like another verse of the same sad song. And if you want the comparison that really stings, look around at his rivals. The other giants of his generation, the legends he came up alongside, are all out there playing. Lionel Messi has featured for Argentina, Cristiano Ronaldo is leading Portugal. Even Luka Modrić, at his age, has been on the pitch. Every great name from Neymar's era has stepped onto the World Cup stage in North America this summer and taken their moment. Every one of them except Neymar. The world is watching the last dance of the golden generation, and the most naturally gifted of them all is stuck in a hotel in New Jersey, watching it on a screen like the rest of us. So where does this leave him? There's still a sliver of hope. Brazil plays Scotland next, and though he's a serious doubt for that one too, reports suggest the medical staff are aiming to have him fit for the knockout stages, just as Brazil's hunt for a 6th title reaches its climax. So maybe, just maybe, this story still has a hero's ending, with Neymar arriving exactly when the stakes are highest. But there's a darker possibility too, and it's the one nobody in Brazil wants to say out loud. What if, by the time he's ready, the team has already proven it doesn't need him? What if the comeback everyone doctor,